Lesson 176. This is part of review number 5 of A Course in Miracles, and I'm Judith. This is the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students, and this is part of the Lucid Mind Center, a website which I've been building on basically since 2010, when I finished the Course in Miracles the first time over. And how this works is we're going to read that short lesson together, we're going to contemplate it, and then I'm going to guide you to a Qigong class which is specifically suited, or which I have specifically created for the lessons of this review period. At the end, if you like it, subscribe to my channel, let me know where you're watching from and how long you've been with A Course in Miracles, and also tell me what your impressions are. Your feedback is important to me. Let's begin. Lesson 176. As you know, that there is the core idea, God is but love, and therefore so am I. So the Qigong classes are built exactly the same way. We are first going to contemplate this core idea, God is but love, and therefore so am I. And then we are going to contemplate the two ideas we are reviewing. And we're going to use Qigong movements to allow ourselves to sink in deep into the understanding of this lesson. The Course in Miracles is urging us on several occasions to sink deep within, to find the home within you, to remember who we are, what we are, and also urging us to listen to our higher self. So the class which I have created, the Qigong class, it is exactly fitting for that. So the first idea, like we have done before, God is but love, and therefore so am I. So this is the day 6 we are contemplating this, and hopefully you have already by now got a sense of what that actually means for you. I am a very big advocate of understanding what you are reading or chanting mantras. When we are saying mantras, for me it's very important that you actually understand what it means, not just saying something and it has got no meaning. Then it's beside the point for me. So God is but love. What does that mean for you? And if you haven't done that exercise already with me before, I'm urging you to think about it, consider it. What does the word God for you mean? What does the word love mean? And who are you in this connection? And therefore so am I. So if you are those words, and it's actually very, very important for you to understand what those words mean for you, and where are these entities, if you will, in comparison to you. And the first idea that we are reviewing here is, give me your blessings, or give me your blessing, Holy Son of God. And then again, the meaning, what does this mean actually? And when we were reading the lesson, the Holy Son of God is really any other human being where you are looking, when you're looking at them, you're looking past their appearance, you are looking past the triggers which your ego is getting triggered by their ego. It's basically creating a bridge between your awareness of self to their awareness of self. And when you are doing this connection of connecting, of the gift of your vision, seeing that other person as what they truly are, the same as what you truly are, you are receiving their blessing. So you are blessing them, and at the same time you're receiving their blessing, because as you are recognizing them, that is a blessing, and it's like a reciprocity. You give and you receive all at the same time. And I think it's a wonderful exercise. I think it's a wonderful exercise to actually try this during a day, or try every person you see to actually look for that light within them. Look for that light beyond them. The Course's Miracle is teaching us to change our perspective, to change our look, the way we are looking at the world, and it's not always easy. And as you're going, I don't know how it is for you, but as I am going through this particular course again, there is things coming up and things which I maybe didn't want to deal with, but I got to deal with it now, because I have decided to go on this endeavor and record every single one of those lessons. And since I'm a big advocate of understanding what you're reading and understanding what I'm going to transmit, I have to really understand it. I really have to take it in. And it's not always comfortable. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Then you start questioning yourself, questioning everything you see. And when you start questioning everything you see, understanding that you are putting the meaning on the world, you're putting the meaning on everybody, then sometimes it may feel like something is being taken away. And that sometimes can dip us down into kind of a negative spin, if it is. So when you are looking for the light in another, when you see it with another, that actually pulls you out of that negative spin. When you consciously decide, I'm going to look at that differently, and I'm going to look at this person differently. Yeah. And then we repeat again, God is but love, and therefore so am I. And then the lesson 162, which we are reviewing, the idea is, I am as God created me. It means that we are consistently the same. There is no change to the core self of who we truly are. We are always the same. We are always the light. We are always the holy child of God, if you will. And during this course, while we're here, during the course of life, we kind of forget it. We kind of walk away from this reality. And that is also to different degrees. But really understanding that this sense of self you are experiencing, this sense of I am, that probably doesn't change a lot once you do not have the body. From the near-death experiences, when people have been had near-death experience or had out-of-body experience or had astral travel, the sense of self is always the same. You always feel this self. It is not like the sense of self changes. It changes the way you are perceiving the space which you are in. But the sense of self is always the same. You're always here. You're always present. And the degree of presence depends on how you are controlling your mind, how you're controlling the thoughts, or what kind of thoughts you're allowing to linger in your mind. So with the Course in Miracles, we are training our mind, and we are telling it, this is the idea I want you to linger with. I want you to consider this idea. So this idea is, I am as God created me. This is the idea I want to allow in my mind today. And the other idea, give me your blessing, Holy Son of God. These are the two ideas I'm allowing to be present in my mind. With the core idea which we're doing for 10 days, God is but love, and therefore so am I. So if God is but love, God is love, that means you are love, and you are as God created you. Created us. That love, that light which created us. There's obviously some kind of intelligence created all this world which is around us. And the way we are seeing it, it is either illusion or a real world, as they put it in the Course in Miracles. This is our choice. We choose how we see it. And remember, I'm going to remind you, in lesson 153, I think it was the last time the Course reminded us that we are supposed to spend minimum 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening before we go to sleep to return to this self. And if you can do 10 or 15 minutes or even half an hour or longer, it is recommended to really put your spiritual path, the path of who you truly are, the decision that I actually want to become aware of the light within me. If this is your true path, then you got to spend those half an hour in the morning, the first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do before you fall asleep, is to spend that half an hour in this particular contemplation. And meditation is a wonderful way to contemplate, and Qigong meditation is a wonderful way to contemplate it, as you are using breath and intent and movement to help your mind to align itself with the true self you are. So for this particular lesson, I have created the seated Qigong class here, the standing Qigong class, and I'm still leaving here the class to find your core self. I'm still leaving it here to do at least once during this review period. Love, light and Qi to you.